Claude Code on desktop now finally has an in-app browser. It can pull up docs, designs, or any other site. You can open up multiple tabs at once, and it can read and click through and interact with those different tabs. And it's also sandbox and configurable, meaning you can choose whether sessions persist or not. And when it comes to designing, this browser mode gives you a whole new experience of actually visually building out your project inside of Claude Code. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to set it up. I'm going to show you a few examples of what you can do. And by the end of this video, you have a good understanding of how to use Claude Code's browser mode. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive into it. But guys, before we dive into it, I'd love to invite you guys to my free community. Link is down below. We get together every single week to talk about different tools and workflows. So if you guys are interested in that, feel free to join. Link is down below. All right, so it all starts off here in Claude Code. I'm going to open up a brand new folder, and you can obviously use it with existing projects that you're working on. But just for today's video, I'm going to just say like, hey, build me a landing page that shows me a graph of the leading goal scorers of the World Cup. We can submit this, and then you can tell Claude to run this on the local host. You can just click on this link. You can say open in app instead of open in default browser. Click on done. And so we have our site here running on the local host in our browser. And you can see our site is very simple. It's exactly what we wanted, a landing page with the World Cup top scorers. And the design is pretty, boring. It's, it looks like a typical Claude Code design if you don't really put any effort behind it. But that's totally fine because we're going to be using the browser to kind of improve our design a bit. So again, this is our browser mode over here, and you can click on plus just like you do in something like Chrome or Safari, and then you can search for something like google.com, click on enter, and you get Google. But in this case, I found this nice site, has a very, very nice graph, and I would love to have a very similar type of graph, but for our World Cup top scores, right? So over here on the top right, we have this Annotate tool. So I can annotate something, I can like maybe circle a pill like this, or I can click on cancel and maybe circle this whole section down here. And then I can say, hey, let's add this to the chat. It gets added to the chat as a screenshot. And I can say, I want to replace my graph with a graph that looks like this. But in our case, y-axis is the amount of goals and x-axis is the last, let's say 15 or let's say 12 World Cups. And then that's exactly what we get. So we circled our inspiration from this site. We brought it into our existing site, and now we have something looking like this instead of that ugly bar graph that we had before. And apart from this annotation tool, we also have this tool up here, which allows you to select specific divs on a site. So I can, for example, select this over here, and it already adds that to the chat. And I can also annotate something at the same time. So I can circle this, and then with the blue color, I can like scratch different things. So I can scratch this. I can get rid of the flags because these are just like, they have different colors and we don't really want these colors. So I can get rid of these flags and also these arrows, I would say. And then I can add this to the chat. And I can say something like, I need the design of our site to have an identical or very similar font family / font sizes, colors, button, pill styles, and layout spacing as this section. And just ignore the colors from the sections I painted blue, which are over here. So we can again send this. We can then go back to our site, and we wait for this to think and to act. All right, and this is looking more like it. I like the style. It's matching that FIFA style that we saw from before. I can then reference different things. So for example, I can select these cards over here. Then I can go back to the FIFA site and I can scroll over here and I can circle this like so. Add to chat. I can say for the code I have attached to this chat here, I need the style to look more like it does in the red circled area of the attached image. So we can again just submit this. All right, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So now we have those cards with that nice design. And I can, for example, go over here and just draw a line over this, say add to chat. Let's just delete this section, click on enter. And now it's deleted and we have our graph. So while that finishes up loading up, I'm going to open up a new tab and I'm going to search for Mobbin MCP. Because this is the other thing that I want to show you guys. So we can click on Mobbin MCP and then we can just go down to install MCP. And you can just copy this, paste it in the chat if you don't have this installed already. I already have this installed, so I can just call it whenever I want. And I can go back to the top of this page and maybe circle this entire top part, since I'm very satisfied with the graph of how that looks like, but not really this section. So I can add this to chat. And I'm going to say, let's use Mobbin to research on similar sections to this, so that we can grab inspiration from them and redesign them for our page. So let's just submit this, and it's asking us which direction. I don't really know, so I can skip this. And now what it's doing is that it's giving me these different references, so I can click on all of these links. Kajabi, for example, has a really nice hero section where they have the text over here, 3 images, and then they have the stats with this like background gradient. So we can maybe try that. So I can download the PNG. I can go back here and I can paste in the PNG. And I can say I need our hero section to look more like this. All right, so we get something like this. Obviously still not perfect at all. So what we can do is we can go ahead and draw certain things. So I would want to, for example, delete these cards over here that are in red. And we can grab another color and I can draw around this text over here. And I can add this to the chat. I can say make the text circled in green 26 pixels. Actually, let's make it 36 pixels smaller and delete the cards in the red circle. So again, this is what we want. Awesome. So that's being done. What else? Something else that I can do is I don't like the colors here. I would want to replace this pink with something else and this blue with this one maybe. So what I can do is I can again draw with the red this blue. I actually have to be more careful. Draw with the red this blue and then draw with the green this blue. And add this to the chat. So I can say, do you see the colors circled in red and green? These need to be colors in the gradient 4. And let's go ahead and choose this. Select this card if possible, or actually we can't do that. So we can just name it over here. And I can say, do you see the colors circled in red and green? These need to be the colors that replace the current colors in the gradients in the stats card under the hero. So let's submit this. And that's exactly what we get. Now, it's also quite annoying to have multiple tabs like this, and because you kind of lose track of all of that. So something that you can do is you can open up a new tab and you can search for MagicPath.ai, and then you can just sign in and for an account. In order to properly connect this to Claude Code, you would need a builder plan, which is $10 a month. But essentially with this builder plan, you give Claude Code a infinite canvas in the browser view. And in order to connect the agent to Claude Code, we can click on this, we can go down to documentation, and you can copy this and paste it in here. And then we can just go back to this project that we opened. And it says that it's now installed. And I can just ask it, hey, can you see the project that I currently have open? And it says, yes, I can see the project. It's project 47. And then I can just say like, hey, let's bring our design from our site and paste it one-to-one inside of this project in MagicPath. Click on enter. And now, as you can see, Claude Code is now designing in its own infinite canvas in its own browser. And this is like taking the browser mode in Claude Code to a whole new level, because now we can bring in our design and we can bring in all of our inspiration into one view rather than having to go through all of these different tabs. And now we get our design over here. And what I can do is I can go ahead and create different variants. Like let's explore different styles if we wanted to. And we can create 3 different variants from these different styles. Click on submit over here, and now they're basically over here. And what I can do now is I can also go over here and I can maybe select this entire page, and I can say I need to put this in our MagicPath project one-to-one. So now Claude Code is recreating that design while we get our 3 different variants. And as you can see, look how fast that was. So now we have our 3 different variants. Also, I can click on this and I can choose this edit mode and I can select this text, and I can easily edit the font size. Let's say 48, or maybe let's make it a little bit larger, like 72. We can edit the spacing over here. Maybe we can end up getting something like this. Then we can click on done. And eventually you can just keep on adding more and more designs and kind of remixing your design here instead of just having to have that one view that Claude Code gives you. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know down in the comments below. And like always, thank you all so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.